Hello and welcome to the debate on Evening Prime. Well, all of you must have heard of 𝗬𝗓𝗧, a place in Jharkhand which is infamously known as India's cyber fraud capital. But did you know that there's another place right here in the Northeast which has been in the news? Right here in the Northeast which has been in the news for giving 𝗬𝗓𝗧 a run for its money. Well, we are talking about Morigaon in Assam. The severity of the situation in Morigaon can be gauged from the fact that over 150 cyber frauds have been arrested in a span of less than a year, 10 months to be precise, which is a record of sorts. The modus operandi of these criminals include acquiring PAN card numbers of persons residing outside Assam from the web and then try to make fake Aadhaar cards and bank accounts with the help of those documents and then apply for loans. Well, if not for a massive operation by the Assam police, things could have been worse. So you can imagine over 150 have been arrested in a span of just 10 months. Now, to get to the crux of the matter, Northeast Life Chief of Bureau 𝗟𝗏𝗪𝗓 landed in Morigaon today, which is around 80 kilometers from Guwahati. He caught up with the additional SP Morigaon, 𝗬𝗵𝗲, who along with the SP Morigaon, 𝗵𝗔𝗄 have been leading the charge against cyber frauds. Now, additional SP 𝗬𝗵𝗲 spoke about how the police got the first lead about the online frauds going on in Morigaon. He also spoke about the modus operandi of the criminals and how many have been arrested, how many SIM cards have been seized, what they do with these, and how careful should people be. He also assured that thanks to this massive crackdown, Morigaon is yet to become 𝗬𝗓𝗧. But the details that have come to the fore, some sensational details that have come to the fore following this conversation with the additional SP Morigaon definitely raise concerns. Listen in.
In a span of 1 year, you have unearthed a major cybercrime racket. Can you please brief us on this racket? How did you get the lead and how did you move ahead with the investigations?
So initially, we have received a complaint from one person who belongs to Lahorighat area, namely 𝗍𝗫𝗃. He is a businessman. He lodged a complaint in our office, that is SP Morigaon office, by stating that someone has taken the loan in the name of 𝗍𝗫𝗃. And when he went to the bank to check his civil score, then he got to know that his civil was down. And during investigation, we have arrested one person, namely 𝗍𝗫𝗃, and also recovered some incriminating documents like PAN card, Aadhaar card, and many others incriminating documents from 𝗍𝗫𝗃. And then we got to know that this 𝗍𝗫𝗃, who is not genuine, he has submitted PAN card and Aadhaar card by pasting his own photographs in the same Aadhaar card and PAN card and submitted the same to the concerned bank and the company, that is L&T Finance. And he received a loan amount of more than 10 lakhs. That's why when the original 𝗍𝗫𝗃, that businessman 𝗍𝗫𝗃, he went to the bank to take loans, then he got to know his civil was down due to these things. Then we got to know that not only 𝗍𝗫𝗃, there are many more who have started this, who have started this procedure by making of PAN card or Aadhaar card by pasting their own photographs and submitting the fake documents. So till today, we have arrested more than 150 cyber criminals who have involved in this crime. So when we started the investigation, we got to know that particular accused person, they used to make fake PAN card and fake Aadhaar card. And how is it possible? We have also arrested one Aadhaar enrollment operator. Then we got to know, no, there is a linkage between that particular accused person and then Aadhaar enrollment center operators. There is a system, there is a web link that is called GST Master Web Charts. Those who have GST number, he or she can use this link, and he or she can acquire the PAN number from that particular web search. And these criminals, these cyber criminals, they used to get the PAN numbers from that particular web link. And after receipt of this PAN number, they used to paste their own photographs in the fake PAN card. And there are lots of so to say apps, Chinese apps are available in net. So one is very popular among the cyber criminals, that is PAN creator. So by acquiring the PAN number, genuine PAN number in the name of a genuine person, where he, that particular accused, he used to submit his own photographs, paste his own photographs, and he create the fake PAN card. So once PAN is ready, he used to go to the Aadhaar center, and there is a good linkage between the Aadhaar enrollment operators and the accused persons. Then what he will do, he will go there, he will submit his PAN card by asking that particular operators that I have to correct my names or my address. Then that particular Aadhaar operators, he will receive his ID proof, that is the fake PAN card, and accordingly he will arrange the Aadhaar card. His genuine Aadhaar card will be suspended after submission of this fake ID or fake address proof. Then once Aadhaar and PAN is ready, then he will go to the bank for creating of bank account. Once PAN, Aadhaar and the bank account is ready, then he will submit the same to the NBFC. The modus operandi of the criminals are the same, by creation of fake PAN card or creation of Aadhaar card or bank account. Their modus operandi are same. So and the very important thing is procuring of SIM card. So we have recovered more than 8,000 SIM card till today. So procuring of SIM card by submitting fake and false documents, that is one of the major issues for us. So it helps the cyber criminals to log in into various apps by using that particular SIM card. When we check the CAF, when we got to know that basically this fellow, this person who have submitted that particular documents against the SIM card, he doesn't have any idea. Then he doesn't have any idea. So accordingly, we have arrested 2 distributors, and accordingly we have also arrested so many retailers.
Within a span of 1 year, how many arrests have been made and what are the seizures?
Okay. So last 1 year, we have arrested more than 150 number cyber criminals. And seizure is like total cash amount recovered rupees 3,29,000 till today. And 19 lakhs have been freezed, and which are found in the different bank accounts of the particular cyber criminals. And accordingly, we have also returned back to the concerned company with the help of banks, which is amounting to rupees 19 lakhs. So 19 lakhs rupees that returned by banks to the concerned finance companies. And also we have recovered more than 8,000 SIM cards of various mobile service providers. And accordingly, we have also recovered 157 numbers of PAN card, 190 numbers of Aadhaar card, 43 numbers of voter ID, which are basically fake. It's a fake one. 119 numbers of checkbooks, 170 numbers of ATM card, 10 numbers of vehicles, other electronic gadgets like mobile handset, 139 numbers, and other electronic gadgets like iPad, desktop computer, pen drive, etc.
There is a infamous place called 𝗵𝗲 in Jharkhand, which is known for such cyber criminal activities. So is Morigaon also turning towards a new 𝗵𝗲?
See, first of all, Morigaon police and Assam police will not allow to do these things in our area. That's why we have took prompt action against the cyber criminals. And that is why this is the result. Within a year, we have arrested more than 150 numbers. And still our hunt is on. We are also receiving some information regarding the involvement of that particular, some particular persons who are still involved. And the important thing is, the public, the involvement of public, and the information sharing method from the public. This is very important, very helpful for us.
My last question to you, since during the entire conversation it has come to light that faking of Aadhaar card is very simple, faking of PAN card is very simple, changing address, changing photographs is very simple, creating bank account is very simple. that's a duplicate account, and also getting registration of mobile numbers. So do you think this is a matter of concern and it has to be checked, it has to be plugged?
Definitely. So, what are the outcomes of the investigation? So after our during our investigation, we have written so many letters to DOT, to the mobile service provider, by mentioning these things. Even we have written a letter to the director, Aadhaar. So see, we need to stop these types of crime by making some tough process, so that the accused person or the any other, he can't penetrate, or he can't access the personal information of any person.
So sensational details there coming to the fore. The cyber fraud, cyber criminals looking out for PAN cards, and then they're going to create Aadhaar cards and create a bank account through which they apply for loans from NBFCs, and that's where the fraud starts. A person sitting outside Assam is not even aware till the time he gets a notice for defaulting on a loan that his Aadhaar has been used for taking a loan from an NBFC. So yes, a serious concern, and there has been a massive crackdown that has been carried out by the Morigaon police. 150 arrests in less than a year. 150 arrests in 10 months is a big number. At this moment, I'm being joined by Northeast Life Chief of Bureau 𝗓𝗏𝗏 Das, who is in Morigaon and has got a first-hand account of the cases there. Just spoke to the additional SP a short while ago. I'm also being joined by Mr. Rajesh Dua, CEO, 𝗧𝗵𝗶𝗏 FinTech, and he's also a cyber security expert and is joining us from Delhi. Thank you so much, Mr. Dua, and welcome to Northeast Live. If I can go to 𝗓𝗏𝗏 first. 𝗓𝗏𝗏, well, the concern here is that, yes, the ASP did mention that majority of the victims are from outside Assam. 99% in fact are from outside Assam. But how easily these frauds are getting the information, the inputs as far as the PAN cards are concerned, and then going on to use this. This is something that raises concern. Very important point that he also made is that involvement of an Aadhaar enrollment operator there is something which raises concern, especially in the rural areas where people are not that aware, 𝗓𝗏𝗏.
Well, Navaran, if you speak about this entire cyber racket or cyber fraudulent that has been taking place, it was at its peak when there was the pandemic of COVID-19, when the lockdown was at the maximum, when there was total lockdown. It happened during 2020 and 2021. But not much of cases came forward because nobody came forward to file FIRs or register cases in this regard. But the first case came to light in December month of 2022, when one of such a cyber fraudulent or cyber crime victim came forward and filed an FIR that he has been a victim of this cyber crime. And if we look at this entire racket, the matter of concern is how the Aadhaar cards can be faked, how the PAN cards can be faked, how, thousands, not in thousands, around 10,000 SIM cards can be procured by a single person by submitting false documents and also creating bank accounts. Not only creating bank accounts, that through online, and also getting loans in the tune of crores. The greatest loan that was procured in Morigaon district, in the Morigaon branch of a bank, of a private bank, was in the tune of 10 crores. So it all happened during the peak of the pandemic, during the peak of the lockdown, and that is a matter of concern. And as the additional SP crime branch of Morigaon district have told us that it is very easy to fake Aadhaar cards, it is very easy to fake PAN cards, it is very easy to get SIM card connections. That is around 10,000 SIM cards can be procured by a single person by submitting false documents or fraudulent documents, and after that a bank account can be created, and loans in the tune of 10 crores can be achieved by submitting documents online. So that is a matter of concern, and that has to be somewhat checked, and that has to be plugged to check this entire cyber racket. And as you have said that though the cyber criminals were active from Morigaon district, but the target or the victims were from outside Assam, mostly from northern India, and that's how they targeted. Everything was accessible online.
Yes, similarly, cyber criminals from outside Assam must be targeting those in Assam and other parts of the northeast. So that's part of the modus operandi. If I can get Mr. 𝗂𝗏 in here, Mr. 𝗂𝗏, yes, we are not going to get much into fake PAN cards and fake Aadhaar cards. These are things which are at times beyond our control. The main thing perhaps here is awareness. Everybody has to be aware. Now, how do I know if my PAN card, my Aadhaar especially, is not being misused or being used by someone?
Well, if you look at the outcome of these activities, you will see that majority of the people who are victims of this are not too literate. You know, they have their PAN card, etc. done, but they don't know if something wrong has happened, where to report and what to do about it. That's one of the things that, which, like Mr. SP was saying, that the people do not come forward. There was only one complaint, and based on that, they were able to look down, through this rabbit hole, what exactly is there. So this also tells us that people are not aware. So what people should do? I mean, I would rather talk about that. Firstly, yes, making of PAN card, information leakage is out there. So I would categorize into three parts. The first one is that leakage. We have to create an awareness among the government agencies who are handling these portals to not just allow anyone to come and get the information. It's dangerous, right? So that's the first thing that we have to do with the agencies who are handling these portals. The second one is that the people who are actually on the front end, who are handling these making of or altering the information on Aadhaar or on PAN, these people have to be educated, and strict actions should be taken if somebody has been found doing this deliberately. So these are two things where the leakages can be stopped, because most of the people who are actually handling the information change or update, they're following the standard operating procedures. So for them, it's a normal thing, right? So we can't really go after them and ask and tell them that, no, you did this thing as wrong thing. We can't do that because they're following their SOPs. So we have to create awareness there, and then the awareness among the people that, if there is any suspicious activity in your account, it happens. When these criminal activities happen, if somebody has stolen, let's say, a few hundred rupees or maybe 10 or 15 bucks from your account, you won't even bother about it. You may say, I was mistaken. So people have to keep a close watch on their accounts and also on these activities, and immediately report it to the police immediately. Because unless we don't go and tell them that, no, this is what has happened with me, how would they take the action? I'm repeating this, that Mr. SP was saying that only one complaint. Just imagine, the racket must have been active since last so many months, as he said. Thousands of mobile phones and the SIM cards and the Aadhaar card and the IT PAN cards. Just one incident got reported. Just imagine, the depth of it. So people have to be aware. If anything of such kind happens, find out. I mean, go to the police immediately. Maybe the person sitting in the police station may not be able to handle it himself. Maybe he's not aware, but inquire that where can you report these things. So one incident reporting can help thousands out there. And the police is doing a great job. And the third thing I would say that, that's my suggestion to our respected police members, is that stricter laws should be made. so that if somebody gets caught doing this, people who are even intending to do it should be scared of doing it. Because even right now, the laws are a little bit, they're loose, and that's why they find it, even if they get caught, they know that they'll be out in a few months or maybe in a few years, so they will be able to do it again. So strict laws is the most important thing that we should implement.
Now,
So that there is a fear.
probably again, this is one part, what we spoke about, the PAN cards and the Aadhaar cards. Probably this is one part which is not fully in the control of people. I mean, you can go for a photocopy or a lot of, you go to airport, yes. They scan your Aadhaar copy, they ask for a copy of your Aadhaar. You want to go somewhere, mail for a ticket, you send a scanned copy of your Aadhaar. So it's getting exposed every now and then. So this is something that is not fully in our control as to who has access to this crucial documents that we have. Now, let's talk about a few things that probably we have controlled too. And that would be messages in your phone. One scam that has been doing rounds, and that is from 𝗵𝗲𝗧, and also in Delhi recently, is that of a message coming to pay your electricity bills overnight, otherwise there will be a power cut-off. There's a common one, and there are so many others. Apart from that, everyone has a smartphone now, and you have so many links which you are tempted to click. So yes, a lot, as you said, in this country, a lot of people probably are not even smartphone savvy, and that also creates a problem, and we don't know which links to click on, which links to avoid. Yes.
I mean, I can give you a few examples. You said it right, that these days the messages are cropping up, pay your bills, or your electricity will get cut off, etc. So this is where the awareness comes in. I mean, why, if you get a message like this, we need to teach and train and make people aware that do not fall prey to these messages. Please do not. Don't click on any links. There are gangs who are sending fake documents and saying that, no, you won this lottery. And the documents appear so real that it's really difficult that, it's really difficult to even see that if the document is real or not. So that these things we have to go out and tell people that don't click on the links, don't follow anything, don't believe in the papers that you're receiving unless it is coming in from the real authority. So this awareness is what is certainly lacking. I mean, I can really tell you this is certainly lacking. People, I see a lot of people coming to me as well, asking me that, is this legitimate or not? Should I believe in this or not? So this is the level that we are at. So it's the awareness. That's the first thing. And the second thing is, since awareness is a huge, humongous task, I mean, you can't make people aware overnight, right? It takes time. So the second best thing that can be done is that strict laws. If these can be implemented, those who are planning to do it, those who are intending to do it, they should be so scared that if they get caught, the whole life is done. It should be as serious as like this.
Arindam, well, the additional SP Morigaon also spoke about how few retailers through whom SIM cards were procured, and also 2 distributors were arrested, and around 8,000 SIM cards were seized. Now this, and you couple it up with the Aadhaar enrollment operator who was arrested also in connection with the cyber fraud cases. Now this is serious. What action is the police mulling in future to ensure that there is no recurrence, and there's these retailers, distributors, and those who deal with crucial information do know well that if they go wrong somewhere, the police is coming after them, especially in Morigaon?
Well, Navarro, the matter of concern is that most of the victims, they were not aware that their Aadhaar account has been hacked, their PAN card account has been hacked, their whatever different mobile number has been registered in their name in the tune of some 8,000 SIM cards, and in fact registering a bank account also, they were not aware. They were only aware when they went ahead to the bank, to any bank, and they said that I want to take a loan. They said that you are not eligible because your CIBIL rank is very low. They said, they were somewhat shocked. They said, how can it be low? They are very renowned businessmen. They have very renowned business organizations, and they say that how can it be that my CIBIL score is so low? They said that you have already taken this loan in the tune of 10 crore, 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore. But they said that, okay, I have got no knowledge of when did I take a loan. So all the whatever details of their Aadhaar card, PAN card, or voter ID card have been compromised, and that's how this entire racket is taking place. And the insider taking a big step in this regard is is a matter of concern, because I mean, there is insider in the Aadhaar enrollment department. There is insider in the
but
PAN
also
card
at the same time, Arindam, it's again incredible what the Morigaon police, the Assam police, and even the Guwahati police recently did in handling cyber crime cases. I mean, they have done pretty well, exceptionally well, and ensured that they are on track with the investigation of these cases, and that is something which is good news.
That's right. That's how the entire matter has been unearthed. In fact, this is just the tip of the iceberg, as according to Assam police, because there may be many more such rackets which is taking place all over the state. In fact, this is not a racket which is running only in the Morigaon district of Assam. It is Pan Assam or Pan Northeast or Pan India racket that has been going on. And during our conversation with the additional SP of Morigaon crime branch, he said that people from Morigaon district used to frequent places like Haryana and Telangana. That's how they used to get all the help or the expertise or the training for going ahead with such cyber fraud. And in fact, somebody
had come all the way from Rajasthan and procured around 1,000 SIM cards were seized from that person.
That's right. Somebody from Rajasthan comes to all the way to Morigaon, a place in Assam, and procures over 1,000 SIM cards. And how is it possible? I mean, if I go ahead to procure 2 SIM cards also from 2 different mobile operators, it would be a difficult task for me, because they will ask me to submit various documents, and after that also it might get rejected. And also, not only getting a mobile number registered in someone's name, it's also creating a bank account, because if I have to create a bank account, the bank will ask me for many documents to be submitted. And in fact, even after lots of verification, they will say that even if I have apply for a loan of around 1 lakh also, they will ask me to submit various documents.
These are things that also have to be looked into. NBFC is a huge market these days, so yes, also some of the institutions fall for it. Mr. Dua, looking at these particular cases, will it be a good idea for a layman to every now and then check whether I do qualify for a loan? Probably that will say, if somebody is using it, if my credit score is going down.
Well,
that's something we can do regularly.
This is a very catchy thing. I mean, you can't expect people to continuously keep scanning. It's kind of a little bit impractical, I would say. But
jokes apart, what can a common person do to ensure every 6 months to check on that his information is not...
One thing that you said very rightly, and I really liked about this one, is that make sure that do not just throw away your documents like that. Like, people getting tickets done or etc. Anybody asking for Aadhaar card or PAN card, it's easy, to quickly share it. That's the first thing. The second one is that victims are going to be there unless there is a change in the system. Like what our friend was saying, getting 8,000 SIMs. I mean, that's insane. If I have to go out and buy a SIM, I will have to submit my documents, will get it verified, etc., etc. Right? So how is it being done? So certainly there's some insiders are there who are helping this one out. The second one, the banks, the loan from the banks. I mean, this is something like even if I have your fake Aadhaar card and IT PAN, it's kind of very difficult for me to go to the bank and get it done. unless I have somebody known and he's ready to play around with me. So this is something that the evil has to be curtailed right from the down there, not through the victim. I mean, people will not be able to really do much about it unless we actually catch these guys who are
So
actually
the ambit
playing
of the
vital
probe,
role
the
in this.
ambit of the probe is to increase, and anybody, as you mentioned a couple of times, anybody caught, strict action should be taken that should serve
Yes.
as a lesson for everyone. Thank you so much, Mr. Dua. Thank you so much, Arindam. And yes, great job there still by Assam Police. 150 arrests in Morigaon in 10 months' time. Definitely, they have gone ahead with a massive crackdown, and it will deter for sure the criminals who are operating in the area. That's a wrap.